If you think hitting risk 30 in contingency contract is only for mega whales, you're looking at the risk all wrong. The difficulty is high, yes, but this event was designed to be broken by the right operators. Today I'm going to show you how to cheese all 4 levels to lock in your risk 30 rewards. We're covering 2 completely different playstyles, a devastating heat team utilizing Lavaetain, and a relentless hybrid team featuring Rocci and Gilberta. If you've been stuck at risk 18 or 20, grab your notebook because we're fixing your strategy right now. So when choosing risk, it's going to depend on your team that you're using. So for the hybrid team, poor basics, basic attack damage is down 70%. This team, you're going to get your damage from combos, skills, and ultimates. And none of the ultimates actually enhance basic attack damage, so this one is easy to overcome for the hybrid team. Same thing with Whittle Down. You get healing from Ardelia and Gilberta, so you can handle the healing pretty easily, so Whittle Down is not an issue. And this, I always choose the overclock to get the advantage to be able to use my combos a lot quicker. This helps you build to your ultimate a lot faster, and it really works out well for the hybrid team. So in this section, I chose Heat Loss 2. And basically, every time I perform a combo, I am inflicted with cryo. And on the 4th cryo infliction, I'm solidified. And that's where you choose here, where a cryo infliction goes directly to solidification. And to get out of it, depending on your team, with this particular team, I have 2 nature types, Gilberta and Ardelia. And when I perform a battle skill from either one, I immediately shake off that solidification. So I just have to time that 4th combo to make sure I have enough SP that I can perform a battle skill from one of those 2 operators. With the hybrid team, I didn't use any of the time criteria. I needed all the time that I could get because this team wasn't quite as fast as the others. I did, however, use the time criteria with Lavaetain and her team. She was much faster. She does a lot more damage, and she just got it done a lot quicker. I am going to actually show you all the risks that I chose for each team before I made the run. That way you can look at it and you can use that or modify it to your playstyle. So what's the first wave? There's not a lot to talk about. I will tell you, when this guy that I'm fighting here comes on the screen, I usually try to kill him as soon as possible. And I use the fodder, so to speak, the extras. I use them to try to build up my ult for the next wave. Other than that though, there's not too much to look out for on the first wave. You should be able to handle this pretty easily. So with the second wave, you want to try to keep all of them grouped together, because you want to try to kill them all at once. You don't want to separate them and have one left over. And the reason for that, especially with the second group that comes out, is when the boss or the mini boss for the second wave comes, he brings along 1 alkaloid with him for protection. And if you have more than alkaloid on the screen when he comes, he uses those alkaloids for protection also. And this doesn't make it impossible if you happen to have 1 or 2 extras on the screen, but it does make it more annoying and makes it take a little bit more time. So if you can keep them grouped together, it makes it a lot easier when the mini boss comes onto the screen. For the third wave, you want to start your 5-hit combo right when they start to appear on the screen, because you want to, as soon as they come onto the screen, you want to hit them with that 5th hit. And this is going to trigger your combo skills for Ardelia, and just going to go ahead and make this flows a lot smoother. And that's going to help out a lot, because these guys, they are bull rushing you the entire time. So sometimes I do try to just focus on one and kill one quickly, and then that makes it a lot easier to deal with when there's only one and you don't have to watch your back, so to speak. There's only one move that you really need to worry about with these guys, and that's when you're in close and they try to do like a rush towards you. It's just a real quick move, but it is a one-hit kill depending on your criteria is chosen. When the third wave boss comes onto the screen, I usually want to have all of my ults in place, because trying to build ults on him can be a little troublesome. Some of his moves are really slow, but I'll be honest with you, something about them makes it a little bit tough to evade. because I know that I've had the stamina and I've hit the evade button and it just didn't work. So it may be something about him or something that makes it a little bit more difficult, but he has a few moves you have to look out for. But if you have your ults available, you can do a lot of damage to this guy as soon as he comes on the screen, and it makes you get through this wave a lot quicker. So with this group, you do want to use your 5-hit combo before they come onto the screen, just like in wave 3. And the thing about this, the two Acolytes that you have, one is close range and one is long range. So if you have to fight while one is not in your view, you want it to be the close range, because you will see it coming. You will see like the red area come underneath you if he's going to bull rush you. And because this guy, he can just shoot you from across the screen. So if you don't have him in your view, you can actually get hit. And if, depending on your health, it may actually kill you. So that's something you need to watch out for when fighting these two guys. So for the 4th wave, the boss, when he comes onto the screen, you want to have your ults ready. You want to be ready to take this guy out and do as much damage as quick as possible, because he can drag this fight out. He has several moves that kind of pretty much time consuming. And if you have Ember where you can use her shielding, then you can just stay right in his face. You don't have to evade or anything. So she really makes this team a lot stronger and makes it a lot easier, because I don't have to watch out so much when I can use Ember's shielding. And then you can just stay right in his face doing basic attack damage with the ults, and it makes it a lot easier than having to evade all of his attacks. So with the hybrid team, Gilberta and her crowd control works really well for this event, and really helps this team out a lot. You could use her to bring all of the enemy together, and then you could just attack them all at once with Ardelia, or even using Camille. When the boss for the 1st wave comes onto the screen, you can just go ahead and kill him immediately, because you do really need to activate the combos and build up the ults of Rocci, so she could go ahead and do the most damage. So the 2nd wave, you want to keep these guys together, and Gilberta and her crowd control does that really well for you. So you don't have to worry about trying to fight at a certain pace or going and trying to push them together. This helps out a lot and helps you to kill them a lot quicker. And you can move through this wave and kill these guys the same way. That way when the mini boss comes onto the screen, you want him to only have 1 extra for protection. And then once you take out that 1 extra, then you can just go ahead and kill him with the ults from Gilberta and Rocci. So fighting these two guys is really good if you can keep them together, or you can separate them and kill one of them. It makes it a lot easier to deal with, because they can bull rush you from behind and kill you pretty quickly. So using these with the crowd control from Gilberta, and also you can slow the pace down with the battle skill from Rocci. Rocci has lift. As long as you have a couple of vulnerabilities on each one of them, her lift from her battle skill can pick these guys straight up in the air, and really helps you control this fight a lot better. When this guy comes onto the screen, it's good if you have your ults available. And also you can use Camille and get his link buff. It really makes a lot of damage for Rocci. You have to time it, because you have to actually execute the link buff, the combo that provides the link buff, and then you have to use Gilberta's ultimate in the middle of that. And when she comes out of it, that link's going to be available for Rocci on her ultimate. It makes a big difference in the damage, guys, if you can time that. When you go into the 4th wave, you do have to keep moving a lot with these guys. And you want to keep one of them on the screen who has the long range attacks, because he can shoot you in the back if you're not looking at him. So you want to keep this guy in your vision as much as possible. The other is a close range, and you usually can see him coming up on you, because they'll have like a red area underneath your feet if he's going to bull rush towards you from behind. So when the final boss comes on for wave 4, I usually like to go and put at least 1 vulnerability on him with Rocci and her battle skill. However, you don't really need to. If you get that link buff and you can time it with Gilberta, you can see here that the damage is amazing. And you can kill this guy really quickly if you can put it together. So what do you think, guys? Have you cleared level 30 already? What team did you use? Just wondering if it was similar to mine. Anyway, hey, look, you guys have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next grind.